A recent court ruling in Peru has drawn international attention after limiting the role of local authorities in overseeing the Chinese-built Chancay deepwater port. The decision has sparked discussion about national sovereignty, foreign investment, and geopolitical competition in Latin America. The Chancay Port Project, located north of Lima, is one of the largest infrastructure developments in Peru in recent years, built with significant investment from Chinese companies. The deepwater port is designed to handle large container vessels traveling between Asia and South America. Once fully operational, it is expected to strengthen trade routes across the Pacific Ocean and position Peru as a major logistics hub in the region. However, the recent judicial decision has reportedly reduced the authority of certain local oversight bodies in supervising aspects of the port's operations. While the central government retains regulatory powers, critics argue that limiting local oversight may reduce transparency and local control over strategic infrastructure. Supporters of the project maintain that foreign investment is essential for economic growth and that Peru continues to maintain sovereign authority over its territory. The issue has also attracted attention from the United States. The U.S. State Department's Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs commented publicly, expressing concern that Peru could have limited oversight over one of its largest ports if operational control rests primarily with foreign stakeholders. The statement emphasized support for Peru's sovereign right to oversee critical infrastructure within its borders. U.S. officials have framed the situation as part of a broader discussion about foreign investment in strategic sectors. In recent years, China has expanded its economic footprint across Latin America through infrastructure financing, port construction, energy projects, and trade partnerships. Many countries in the region view these investments as opportunities to improve connectivity and economic development. At the same time, some policymakers in Washington have expressed concerns about the long-term strategic implications of such projects. One area of concern raised by U.S. officials involves the potential dual-use nature of deepwater ports. While primarily commercial, large-scale ports can sometimes be used to support naval logistics, such as resupplying vessels. This has led to speculation about whether facilities like Chancay could, in theory, serve strategic maritime purposes. China has consistently stated that its overseas infrastructure projects are focused on trade, development, and peaceful cooperation. There has been no public evidence indicating that the Chancay port is intended for military use, but the debate highlights the broader strategic competition between major powers. Another factor contributing to the discussion is China's increasing maritime presence in various parts of the world, including humanitarian missions and hospital ship deployments. While these missions are officially described as medical or goodwill efforts, some analysts view them within a wider geopolitical context. Again, these perspectives reflect differing interpretations rather than confirmed policy changes related to Chancay. In response to these developments, some U.S. policymakers have proposed measures such as reviewing or potentially taxing certain foreign investments in critical infrastructure to manage perceived risks. These suggestions are part of ongoing policy debates and have not necessarily been implemented. The situation also connects to broader diplomatic efforts in the Western Hemisphere. A recent summit in Miami has been described as part of former President Donald Trump's strategy to strengthen alliances in the region. Supporters say such meetings aim to promote economic cooperation, infrastructure transparency, and regional security. Critics argue that Latin American countries should maintain the flexibility to engage economically with multiple global partners. For Peru, the central issue remains balancing economic development with national oversight. Infrastructure projects of this scale often require significant foreign capital and expertise. At the same time, governments must ensure that regulatory frameworks protect national interests, transparency, and long-term sovereignty. The Chancay port represents both opportunity and complexity. Economically, it could transform Peru's trade capacity, reduce shipping times to Asian markets, and create new jobs. Strategically, it sits at the center of a wider conversation about global competition, investment standards, and infrastructure governance. Ultimately, the debate surrounding Chancay reflects a changing global landscape in which infrastructure is not only about commerce, but also about influence and partnerships. How Peru navigates these relationships may shape its economic future and its role in regional geopolitics. As discussions continue, policymakers, analysts, and citizens alike will be watching closely to see how Peru manages oversight, transparency, and international partnerships, while safeguarding its national interests.